welcome to a very special episode of the Czechxicans. We're doing something different, something new, something unique, something people have been actually asking about. We're doing a cooking special.
Not just a cooking special.
Not any cooking special, the cooking special.
The cooking special.
Everyone has been asking for one particular individual in our group to take on the cooking challenge.
This is you right here, buddy.
That's you. Hector, you're cooking today.
Yes, I am. The joke is that I can't cook. So I'm going to be cooking for not one, not two, not three, but 5 people this morning.
We were like, how do we make this even more complicated?
Throw me into
cook
the deep
for 2
end.
people? No, let's cook for 5 people.
Throw me into the deep end.
Yeah.
So, do we need to go through any other housekeeping before we just jump in?
I'm just very excited about this because if this goes well and you guys like it and you support it, then one of us is going to cook next, and we'll probably
Maybe we'll keep doing this forever. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe
we'll
this-
just
what
make
if people
Hector
like
cook
it?
for the rest
Maybe
of
this
his
will
life.
be our new career
Yeah.
forever.
Forever and ever.
But this is exciting. I'm excited just to do something different. We've never done anything like this before.
That's true.
I think we should also tell people though that we will still be talking comic book stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Nerdy
going to
stuff.
Shooting the shit.
We have
Doing
Patreon
this.
questions.
Yes.
Patreon
So it's not
questions.
necessarily about the cooking,
No.
but it's just
still
like
hanging out.
We just wanted
it's
to
just
figure out a
hang.
way to put Hector under the greatest, biggest pressure he's ever felt on his nuts in his life.
Also, the thing is, I think this is going to go like this. You guys would probably have made me do this anyway.
Yeah.
We just have cameras set up.
Now
so
we just have cameras,
That's
yeah.
what this is going to be. It's going to be as though
Yeah.
there weren't cameras here.
Right.
You would be making me do this anyway, and we would be shooting the shit and talking about stuff we want to talk about.
And not
So
doing elevated cereal.
Yeah.
we are, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to start with. So I should probably announce what the thing is going to be so that you
Yeah,
know
by
what
the
to
way,
look forward to.
Hector did not tell us what he's making.
We don't
we're
know.
about to find out.
We don't know what's being made. This is
Huevos
insane.
con Weenies.
If you know me, then it's very easy to guess. It is, in fact, Huevos con Weenies. That's what we're making today.
Okay. I'll take it.
It's going to be a 3-course meal. The first thing we're starting with is, in fact, elevated cereal. That is going to be the
Okay.
first
Are you
thing.
serious?
Then we're going to go into
You're
some
putting some
nice
strawberries in our cereal?
Yeah, some nice toast. Then we're going to go into some Huevos con Weenies, maybe with a little dessert
Wait, can you do that again?
surprise, a little dessert surprise. So, first step is
dying.
you got to get some strawberries for your elevated
Knife
cereal.
skills? Okay, pretty good.
Knife skills,
right.
knife skills, pretty good. You go
Oh,
like this. Knife skills.
Damn.
Ah, I cut
Look,
my nail.
okay.
Ow.
Legit,
Ow.
I was worried about Hector's knife skills.
Yeah, me
If there's
too.
anything that makes me nervous about people cooking, it's just
The,
Knife
it's
skills.
the
them
lack
knowing
of
how to
Knife
handle
skills
knives.
and dull knives.
Yeah, those
lack
are
of experience.
Those are scary.
So
Yeah.
another important part of cooking is cleanup. Clean
Absolutely
as you go.
clean
look at
as
this
you
guy.
go.
Key.
That's
key.
actually. It took me a long time to realize that, Hector.
Okay.
There was very frustrating times.
Here we go. I'm glad I got my socks on today. We're gonna get a nice little.
I can't wait to see what kind of milk you got.
These
Yeah.
are called Kellogg's con flakes.
Con flakes?
So
They're called cornflakes.
cornflakes.
Cornflakes, as my mom would say.
Cornflakes?
Cornflakes.
Wow, unopened. You got everything real fresh.
For you?
Straight from
Only the best.
the distributor.
Only straight from Walmart.
I thought he was making some dessert.
I know. I thought this
I was like, oh, he's making like a chocolate
I mean, this
mousse?
is pretty fancy though. Look.
Served
God
in a
damn.
martini glass.
Wow. This is elevated, huh?
This is just the opening course. You know.
Okay.
You should tell people what is your experience with cooking? Like
0.
legitimately.
0%.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it's pretty
You
close.
made Abby breakfast once. Once.
Yeah,
What was
in
it?
8 years.
and it's a few times I've been making Huevos con Weenies this past week as I'm practicing for today.
No, but you made her
remember.
something for her birthday, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I have such little cooking experience, and my cooking experience mostly goes to frustration.
We
I
heard.
feel as though it's hard for me to know the things that a lot of people already know, and that's on me. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying like my mom and dad didn't teach me to, like, that's just on me to not know basic shit. But I'll be trying to cook something and I'll pull out a pan and then I'll pull out a spatula to use on the pan, and Abby will be like, that's not that, you can't use that
Metal
for that.
pan on nonstick skillet.
Like, that's just an example which I have
Yeah, you
actually
learned. I
done.
didn't do
Yeah.
that
But
either.
other
I scratch
examples
pans.
like that where I'm like, oh, nobody told me, I didn't know the thing, I didn't know where to look up for this thing. Even having a cocktail book. It's like the cocktail book is not even for beginners. A fun cocktail book I have. They're like, okay, do this, and use that. And I'm like, well, what about this? What about that?
Yeah.
Like, because there's basics that
There's like
cocktails
cooking
people
basics
should
that But the good thing about those cooking basics, Hector, is that they translate to everything that you're cooking.
Correct. It's just
Right.
basics.
Okay.
There we go. Just
Do you have
Beautiful
any?
pour.
Do you have any
Thank you.
honey to drizzle on top of my cornflakes?
no, I don't.
Oh man!
I don't think you want
so
me to,
growing
to
up.
bring that into the scenario.
So
here.
growing up in a Mexican household, I don't know if any other Mexicans experience this, but for dinner sometimes we would just have cereal,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
also, you cut up strawberries, but then you also cut up plátanos.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually looks
Yeah,
pretty great.
wait, Hector, you should show it off to the camera.
Sure.
real
Okay,
quick.
hang on. I got more coming.
Okay.
More coming.
Cornflake?
I knew it was gonna look pretty nice
Yeah,
because
Look at that.
this shit is the dream. Look at this.
That actually looks very gourmet.
Take it out, Hilton.
Also, sorry if some of these
Let me see if I can.
martini
Hopefully-
glasses have like little spots on them. I just rewashed them.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Making sure they're all good to go.
How do you guys like your cereal? Do you have to have it super crunchy? Do you?
This is special. This is my favorite spoon in the
Oh.
world. This is a perfect spoon. This spoon shape is perfect.
Is
gonna
it
go
is
to
it the
a-
mouth shape? Is
Yes.
it the handle shape?
It's
What is
everything.
it?
It's
Is it the
going
way
to
your
go to
tongue,
a
like,
very
licks
special
the
guest
spoon?
here, Cynthia. That's for you. Please enjoy that spoon. So,
Cheers.
guys, enjoy that.
Round one. You know,
Round
in
one.
The
Europe,
opening act.
the cornflakes, it's not very sweetened. So it was traditional that you would take some sugar and like
Yes.
on top.
That's what the strawberry's doing to enhance the palate in this combo. But that's why I got cornflakes and not CTC. Stands for Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You don't want to overpower the palate with too much sugar.
I'm gonna tell you this right
You are
now. I haven't
correct.
had cornflakes in 25 years. This is actually really good.
Yes, okay.
First question from Wes Kim. If Kang is recast, which performer would each of you want to see play the character? That's a tough one.
That's a tough question.
We have a
Put John
response.
Boyega in Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, so many great actors could play Kang. I do like the notion of Kang has now been established as like a black man, which I'm like, I think that's great. So if they do decide to recast the role or bring in other variants of Kang, like I think that that's cool. I always like to eat the end of the bread because nobody else likes to eat it.
I don't like
Okay.
it. Cynthia likes
I
it.
love the end of the.
I don't like it.
I
love
think it's
it.
so
I
good.
toss it.
I love it. How come you don't like
straight
it?
toss
Why don't you give it
How
to
come?
Donut?
It's too crusty. It's
Oh.
too crusty.
Get out
Well,
of here.
Donut will.
Here's a trick:
no.
don't toast it. Eat it raw, because then it's nice and soft and chewy, and it's all good bread.
That's true. I just don't like. I think it's a texture thing. Like it throws off the ratio of a sandwich because I'll never eat it alone.
This is what's great about this.
Yeah, and then you just drink that. Okay, so here's
Pinkies
what,
up,
here's what I was
motherfucker.
thinking about the recasting of King. I have no
Yeah.
idea who to cast as King, but we know that we have variants of characters that don't look like the original character.
Correct.
So we don't necessarily have to stay with the black man.
True.
It could be a black woman. It could be a Latino. It could be anybody,
absolutely
right?
true.
But here's the thing: how do you even continue with Kang? Like, there's a storyline in which Doctor Doom comes and wipes out all the Kangs.
Yeah.
Is that the perfect opportunity to bring in Doctor Doom?
I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like they've set up too much.
There's a lot of ways you can go
know,
about
I would
it.
imagine
I
they'd
think-
have to rewrite a bunch of movies, and I don't think they want to do that.
Do the next Patreon question.
Okay, from David Lone Wolf Wright. Hello, homies. What is your favorite thing to eat that you wish you knew how to cook or could cook better?
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Sushi.
Sushi is very difficult, actually.
Yeah, sushi.
Sushi is
Well,
very difficult.
Amy's really good at making sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I still haven't mastered the rice, which is the key. The key in sushi, right? Like.
Yeah. Wait 1 second. Let's see those dongs.
Yeah, you got to tell us what ingredients you're using here.
Are those from Germany?
These are uncured
Oh.
pork frankenfurter.
Wow. There's some lengthy boys you got there.
As for the long ones, they said, yeah, we will give these to
I
you.
said, give me the biggest ones.
Olympia Provisions? I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Olympia sounds perfect. I love.
Remember, it's more meat than your bun can handle. It says right there, that is there's your
Oh my
catchphrase.
god. Oh my
They're
god.
cheeky, those Germans.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. You know, we just like to have fun, you know?
I love this this cutting board too.
Yeah, it's a good cutting board.
Thank
It's a little
you.
slippy, though.
A little slippy
It's a
sloppy.
little slippy sloppy.
I wanna,
We're secretly doing stuff.
we're not helping you
Don't
at
do
all.
anything. Don't do anything.
We're not
No,
helping.
we just have to
Swear
put a
God.
paper towel under
you
here
doing?
to keep that from slipping.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Here you go.
I don't mind. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. See,
My
we're learning.
contribution.
This is good
So
because
there
people at
is-
home can look at that.
See?
Hey.
People
Telling
at
you,
home
safety.
can learn.
Kitchen safety is important.
So
Absolutely.
Are you making
important.
cocktails at 11 a.m.?
No,
Oh,
not
man.
cocktails. Unfortunately,
Breakfast cocktails.
You guys just had the cereal, but I'm going to give you something to drink to be able to sip on as you were waiting for the rest of the.
You better
meal
shake that
to
orange
come.
juice, homeboy. Look at that concentrate.
Oh.
Look at that concentrate at the bottom.
Hang on a second. Let's do this. Let's do this right.
There you go.
Okay, so we never answered the
Little Tom
question
Cruise
though.
cocktail.
What's something that you?
Well, I think we said sushi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sushi.
What about for you?
I think for me is that I've learned to cook a lot of things, and nothing is necessarily difficult, but I haven't gone into like super elaborate ways to cook. But I haven't really touched like traditional Mexican cuisine.
Oh.
So like I can cook some Mexican food, but not like there's super elaborate moles that you can make. I haven't even
mole's
cooked like
so good.
I haven't even cooked like a basic Mexican red rice.
It's
I
like me with Czech food.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've mastered the potato salad well enough that I'm
yeah.
like, okay, that'll be my
That's
go-to
not
for
for you.
everything.
Pass that back.
Oh,
please
we
pass
need
that
posters too.
This goes back.
Same. This goes back.
Back again. Yeah, there's a lot of Czech dishes.
Adam, this is for you.
Thank you.
You know what? I'm kind of running low on this. I'm going to save it. I think I got something special for you. Hang on a second.
Oh.
Hang on a second.
Oh.
Hang on a second. I think I got something.
Dang.
I know
Special.
Hector loves his orange juice.
How about a little?
Hell yeah! I requested either apple juice or Capri Sun.
How about a little fruit punch Capri
Hell
Sun?
yeah.
There we go.
That's
What do you do with the
fantastic.
scissors?
Huh?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's elevated.
Yeah, elevated.
Elevated
that's right.
Capri Sun.
Look at that.
You have to smell it. Get the palate. Yeah. That's a fine 2023 Capri
Oh my
Sun.
God.
I've never actually seen the juice of a Capri Sun.
That's
all
it.
that
Okay,
comes
I
in a
realize.
can.
I realize
it.
this is a child-sized
That's all I need.
juice.
That's all I
no,
need.
no, no,
That's
no,
fine.
no. Hang on, I have more.
It's like 80 grams of sugar.
Oh my
in
God,
one
he bought
packet.
a whole box of them.
I mean, you can't buy them individually.
That's true. That's
so.
how you do it, right?
Okay, here we go. That's why I got the scissors out for the little elevated Capri Sun.
Look at that.
So the toast is ready to go.
Did you
toast
get a
is,
Lunchables for him while you're at it?
toast is coming soon, but let me get you all your drinks.
Okay. He's like Bert Kreischer when he goes on podcasts and drinks Kool-Aid out of
I
his
know.
64-ounce thermos.
And just for
Sugar-free Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
nostalgia's sake, there
There
you
you
go.
go. Thanks, buddy. I'll use this as much
Cheers.
as I can because it's so short.
Did you almost give me the straw?
No, I'm just saying it's short. Okay, so I think we answered that question fairly well.
The next part of the
Jesus, that's sugary.
here's oh, get ready for more sugar.
Oh my God.
Sorry. We've got some delicious Bon Maman strawberry reserves. Now, this is important too. This is what I'm making this morning for my friends is poor people food that I grew up on. It's
yeah.
nostalgic, but it is it's comfort food. It's specifically Huevos con Weenie too is like I've mentioned that I love that meal that my mom used to make it for me when I was a kid because we didn't have a lot of money. And I've gotten like teased by it by not you guys but by other people like that's crazy and I'm like it's poor people food like it's like scrambled eggs with cut up hot dogs that's all it is but it's
It's how you get your protein in the morning.
it's inexpensive but delicious and
Yeah.
I knew that
But also,
with
when
that
you,
meal I couldn't fuck it up too badly. So
when you were
that's
eating
gonna
it,
be my-
Hector,
yeah.
did you feel like you were eating poor people food? Or
No,
was it just
absolutely
like,
not.
this is like the ambrosia from the gods?
I felt. I'll tell you what. I felt blessed. So next we have just some simple strawberry.
Simple
Can you-
dimple,
can
baby.
you send that back, please?
Yep, I will.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
send it back to the kitchen.
Thank you so much.
We're having like a straight up like buffet experience here.
I think, Hector, you need
Trying.
to show off your toast to the camera too. Just make sure,
Well, you got
make sure
it.
you're showing it off.
I know that the top cam's got it, but
Yeah, but
I'll
still.
go ahead and show
It's a
it
good
off
thing
here.
that we have that. Is there any food, Hector, that you've never cooked that you like have really loved that you actually will try to make?
Oh, great question.
Yeah, like
Not something that you think you might want to learn, but something that you're like, no, I'm determined to make this one dish that I love.
I need to think about that a little bit, but you know, our good buddy Keller, he's a huge pasta fiend.
Oh
And
man, his
he's-
bolognese is so.
He's talked about like making pasta from scratch, and I've seen him do it. He's done it in the kitchen. I maybe even have helped, but I'm like, I would like to give that a shot.
that's
ambitious,
a good
though.
one. It's ambitious. Making pasta is tough if
Look at that. Look at those little babies.
That looks like.
Look at them.
That's straight out of like an animated feature here.
That's what I'm going for.
This
Yeah.
is like fake set food.
Cartoon set food.
Cartoon set food.
Fake ass cartoon food. Okay. Now, next up is I'm gonna save this for the huevos. We're gonna
Okay.
bring this over, but I am gonna have something going on in the background, which is gonna be the weenies. So
Okay.
the next thing I have to do is
Cut the weenies.
cut these bad boys up, and I'm pretty sure I'm on track here. Let me double check my
Your recipe.
my order of operations that I gave myself here. Okay,
So
let's
is that
see
how
here.
this worked out? You wrote basically like a step-by-step list. Nice. You
You
improvise a lot,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the type of person that
My shit's all improvised.
I can improvise, but I feel better about it if there's a recipe, even though sometimes I still mess it up and I'm still frustrated with myself.
Improvised
At least
cooking?
Yeah, at least I can still be like, well, maybe I misread the recipe, or maybe I just, I don't know,
Here's one
misread
thing.
everything.
Here's one thing I'm really good at cooking, which is the worst cut of meat you can buy, but dry ass chicken breast. I can cook that shit juicy and delicious, and it never goes. It's never bad. Like I tend to stay away from chicken breast if I can, just any kind of chicken white meat. But like, obviously dark meat is superior. But like, I can cook a mean, just like real simple dimple, just like well seasoned chicken breast. Next question.
Next question.
Butter. I gotta add some butter to this pan behind me and get
Yeah.
this going. So I'm gonna add a little butter. Let me grab a new.
Next question from John Mitsui. We'd love to hear what shows or movies y'all are watching recently or have watched that you aren't reacting to.
Oh.
Plus, what upcoming shows or movies you're most excited to see. My current binge is Showtime's Couples Therapy. Thanks, guys.
I mean, we know I'm obsessed with 90 Day Fiance, so
Yeah.
Ted Lasso.
I don't think we need to talk about that one.
Been watching Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
finally-
that show.
I finally started.
Yeah.
Amy and I finally started Ted Lasso.
Where are you on Ted Lasso?
Episode 6
Of season one?
Yeah, season 1.
You have
It's
such
so
a journey to
good.
go on.
It's so funny, and I love how just like unaware Ted Lasso is of everything that's happening around him.
Or is he?
Or is he? But so far, it seems like he's mostly pretty unaware. But I'm really loving that show. It's so.
There's some
damn funny.
very real moments with Ted Lasso. It's insane how we're in a time in which like rage YouTubers and like angry people have gotten such a
Those
following.
weenies are good, huh?
Oh, my friend. Oh,
it's
that
so
shit
good.
tastes good.
Uncured.
You guys ever eat cold weenies when you were kids? Just out of the fridge, pop them in your mouth?
Is it indeed too big for your buns, Hector?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I could not fit this in my
No,
buns.
you can't fit that in your buns.
It'd be poking out. Some of it would be poking out.
It's too delicious.
Anyway, yeah, Ted Lasso's great because it's the opposite of toxic YouTubers. That's what
Exactly.
Augustine was saying. Didn't mean to interrupt, but this shit tastes
No, it's
bomb.
fine.
And I
It's a
hadn't even
fire-ass-
cooked it yet.
Fire ass salchichas. I'm finally catching up on Primal Season 2.
Oh, dude, that shit is crazy.
Did you finish Primal Season 1?
No, I went to a screening that Gendy was at, and they played the first half of the first season, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
What would you guys say is the length of the wiener that I'm cutting? These little slices, like half
I think
inch,
that's,
quarter. No, not the wiener themselves. The length of
That's
these
like
slices.
an eighth. That's like an eighth of an inch.
Eighth of an inch slice. So that's what I'm going for. It's something that is not too thick, but it's not too thin. So
That's the width I cut all my weenies.
yeah,
It's like April
I mean,
25th.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a correct cooking philosophy behind it, but
As long as they're all evenly sized, so they cook.
basically,
Yeah,
that's
really all
that's
you
what
want.
we're trying to do here. Yeah, I mean,
Wait, you're cutting off and throwing away the tip?
yeah, dude, the tip.
You'll eat the bread tip, but you won't
That's
eat the
right.
weenie tip?
I'm not trying to. These are Jewish. I'm circumcising them. Okay. Mazel tov. These are kosher. I didn't mean for that joke. That was a perfect joke setup, though. So funny. The reality is
Grow up.
that end is just a little chewy.
It's a little chewy. Okay.
So I didn't want you guys to think I'm slipping in some plastic or something. So
Oh my god. Jesus.
I actually prefer the tip, so.
just the tip.
Just the tip.
We're gonna have to put
Take
a
off,
disclaimer at the
There you
beginning
go.
of this video.
How's that? Good, huh?
Delicious.
Dude,
Best
honestly,
part.
get a little piece of this because this shit is good.
I remember growing up and eating
good.
cold hot dogs out of the fridge, but also cold bologna out of the fridge.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that was like the snack. Like you grab a little piece of American government cheese, grab a little bologna.
Go watch some afternoon
Yeah.
cartoons.
Yep.
Wait for your parents to get home because they're not home yet from work.
Wait for Animaniacs to come on, and
Then
you're
you
good
start
to
your
go.
homework and you get frustrated, and they're frustrated because they don't know what the hell kind of math you're trying to learn in American
Bro.
schools.
Oh my God.
I
Trying to
got-
have my mom help me do any homework? No
Yeah,
way.
I legit got smacked up because I didn't know my multiplication tables.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was so bad. It was to the point where my parents got me like this little square like grid,
Mm-hmm.
and it had like little buttons that you pressed. That's good. It had little buttons that you pressed, and it would show you what the multiplication table is. Like,
Oh, I see.
2 times 2, and you press
Yeah,
the button
yeah.
on 2 times 2,
It'll
and it show you the
4.
answer.
Yeah.
And they would sit me down for hours for me to try to learn that shit. I never learned it. I still don't know it. I forgot how to subtract the other day. I don't know where to carry the number 2. Like, where the
Oh my
fuck do I
God.
put that shit? Like, in a suitcase? Where do I put it?
When you go to restaurants and you have to pay the bill, do you ever like when you have to add the tax to the final total?
Uh-huh.
Or do you ever like freak out? You're like, wait, how do I math again?
Sometimes
Sometimes I sit there,
automatically.
especially if I've had a couple drinks, and I'm like, 8 and 4, carry the 1. How many is that?
Calculator, bro.
Weird, Phil.
Calculator.
That's when you throw that away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You smell that?
You have
that
to.
high quality
Those Weenies?
sausage.
You got to flip them a little bit. Now, here's the scary thing.
Flip them in reverse.
As I've been practicing this meal, I've been doing regular portions. This is going to be a portion of 5.
Yeah.
So I know I'm calculating it's going to take a little bit longer
Mm-hmm,
for everything to cook correctly. That's cooking 101.
I would say keep an eye on them sausages.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as we're going, Adam, do you want to hit you with another?
Do you want to hit you? No, I'd rather not.
I mean, hit us with another question.
Okay, I can do that. Cooking related question. What food were you instantly hesitant to try but wound up loving? My wife made black bean burgers for me while we were dating, and I was not into the idea until I ate one. And now they're like one of my favorite things that she makes.
So it's like a black bean patty, is he trying to say?
Yeah. What is something that I was never a big fan of? Honestly, sushi and just fish in general growing up.
Yeah.
It took a lot of work to try to get me to eat anything seafood related.
Yeah.
And then when I started working at the movie theater, we had a Japanese restaurant next door. And people told me, you gotta try California roll at the very least. And I was like, okay.
How old
Tried
were
it,
you
and I
when
was-
you tried it?
I don't know. This is high school, so I was maybe
Okay.
like 15,
Okay.
16. 16, I think.
Yeah.
And I tried it and I was like, actually, this is pretty good. So
Yeah.
then I started getting a little bit more ballsy with trying different types of sushi.
Yeah.
And then you and I went to sushi once, and oh my god, we ate some sushi.
That sushi.
That was where we figured out we were going to do YouTube.
Yeah,
together.
that was the definitive sushi time dinner for us. Watch that egg. Watch that egg.
Hey!
Yeah.
No, Norvis. Okay.
I didn't try sushi till I was in my 20s, actually, because I was hesitant to try it. But I mean, I instantly fell in love with it because the
Yeah.
flavors are just so delicious and fresh.
Can we just admire this technique right here?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Definitely.
Crack.
There are 10 opportunities for me to fuck this up
No.
and
Well-
drop some shell in there.
That's okay. You just use the shell to pick it back
Yeah.
out.
Do you know that technique?
Yeah.
If you use the shell, it'll like magnetize to it. It's
Also,
crazy.
I'm sure this is true. I don't always necessarily believe it, but they say if you crack the egg on the flat surface, you're a lot less likely to get shell chips in the egg.
I don't know. I've tried both techniques.
Calm down.
Whoa. Did the ghost turn
Yeah.
it on?
That's weird. I don't like that. There we go.
Just
Now
a
we got
rinse.
it.
Really?
Now we
Crack
got
on
it on
a- on a
camera.
flat surface? I'll try
that's what
it.
they say.
Yeah, then apparently you get less shell in the, well, okay.
Well, so the theory is that when you crack it on a surface like this,
It chips.
It pushes eggshell up
Yeah.
into the
That
egg.
kind of is what happened.
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just give it like a harder whack. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
See, and it makes like a crack all the way around.
Yeah.
Well, do it over the bowl. Do it over the bowl.
Now we're cooking with grease. That doesn't make me feel good. I'm going to go like this.
Yeah, that's fine.
When
Whatever
you
makes you feel
get
comfortable.
really pro, you'll eventually learn how to do it one-handed.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Which
so...
I don't bother.
I'm so
because I'll make a
enamored.
mess.
Hector,
by
before you
people that
crack
can
the
do
last two, check on those weenies, bro.
Oh, God.
I think
Flip
they-
them weens. Flip them weens.
Yeah.
They cooking. They cooking.
I think they're good. I think you could take them off the flame right
There
now.
you go.
Oh.
There you go.
That one escaped. I'm free.
Yeah, them weens are good to go.
One day
I think
Hector's
so.
gonna learn how to do the pan flip.
Oh, dude, I remember when I learned that skill. That was invaluable.
Yeah.
And that impresses everybody.
Last Wednesday I was making chicken sandwiches and I was caramelizing onions and I kept like flipping. I was
Doing
like,
the
this
flip?
is so fun.
And it feels good once you get like the flip going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very enjoyable. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
Once you get into the groove.
Look at those beautiful
He's even
eggs.
got whipping cream to toss in there. Look at that.
Oh,
guy.
you're going to put cream inside the eggs?
Oh yeah, I'm creaming it, boys.
Excellent.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, baby. Whoa.
Them cream jeans.
Yeah,
Have
so
you ever been worked on?
I'm
is there
very
anything is there anything for you that you maybe tried and like didn't like at first but then ended up loving?
No, I'm a fat kid. I've loved food like forever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was anything that I was like averse to. Maybe it's just that I never had an opportunity to try it before.
I see.
Yeah. But Hector, so explain your process. So
This is called whisking.
whisking, okay. And where did you get this recipe for the eggs? Because I know my mom never made scrambled eggs
This
with
way.
whipping cream.
Neither did my mom.
Yeah.
But this was a combination of memories, but also the internet. And they're like,
Okay.
you can
I
if you
see.
want to elevate your scrambled eggs, you can add
Yeah.
a little bit of whipping cream. That was also my girlfriend who suggested that wonderful suggestion.
We used to put a little
So-
bit of milk sometimes. That was it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people
Oh,
use
nice.
water, but I feel like that just kind of like
Yeah,
thins
I
it
don't know
out.
that. I don't know if that I would take that. I don't know if I would. I don't know.
Yeah.
I did try to make those Gordon Ramsay eggs once, and I actually made
Those
them
things
pretty
are- those are
yeah,
good.
Those are really good.
The only thing I had never been able to find a pan good enough that it doesn't stick to the bottom because that cleanup is a nightmare.
So now I think we're ready to move to this step.
Oh shit!
So here we have this Coleman. Let me show this off. This Coleman like camper grill, whatever this is. And
Butane powered?
Butane powered. And you showed me earlier how to
Yeah,
get it cooking. You just go.
all the way to the bottom. Let it click.
Wait,
There you go. Now it's on.
and we're in, and we
you
can
break
go
it
to
down?
minimum. We can go to mid. There we go. Okay, great. So this is still getting whipped
Whip it real good.
to the best of my abilities, which is not great, but they're there.
Let's. While
Get
Hector
that one.
whips, because I think
Get
that
that one.
needs some time to whip some more.
I agree.
What about another question? Another question.
We got to get this nice and golden.
Yeah.
So great combination
Yeah,
of the
keep-
whites and yellows of
keep
the
whipping.
cream and the egg yolks.
HYC says, so glad you're finally doing this, Hector. I'd love to know each of your favorite foods. Let's say favored by family member, then favored by restaurant or outside the home.
What are you talking
Yeah, so like,
Like-
if someone cooks a meal for
So
you,
does
you-
your
genus of
dad
food?
cook? Does your dad cook something that your mom doesn't cook well? Does your mom cook something that your
Not
dad
really.
doesn't
I
cook
mean,
well?
I'm cooking my I think the meal that my mom used to make more when we were kids. And then with my dad, you know, he makes a great ceviche.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Really, really good.
interesting.
Really good.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's even made a little bit of sushi himself, a little bit of homemade
Wow.
sushi, and it was really good. And, you know, he just really Mexicaned it up. A lot of little jalapenos over the, you know what I'm saying? Little
Yeah.
little hot sauce and
Tapatio
everything.
on everything.
Tapatio,
Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
For me, my mom cooks it. My dad doesn't cook. Like my dad's a typical Latino dad. He doesn't cook. He'll
Pretty
maybe,
good. What do you think? What do you guys think?
It looks
More?
pretty good to me.
You good? You hungry?
look-
That looks
Whisked.
pretty homogenous.
whiskey, bro.
Whisked
I think that
eggs.
works. I think
Okay,
that works.
great. Okay, great.
So yeah, I mean, my mom obviously cooked everything growing up. I didn't learn to cook specifically from my mom, but I did.
Going in raw, huh?
That's fine.
Yeah, should I
You'll be
put
fine.
some
That's-
some
You're fine.
some
You're fine.
oil or something in
I
there?
think you
Whoops.
can
Oh well.
grab some butter.
Let's throw that butter in there.
Throw some butter in there.
Butter it, baby.
I think you'll be good.
Butter it, baby.
Throw that whole knob in there. You're good to go.
This is called a knob of butter, folks.
Should we have brought some Imodium?
Get
Oh
ready.
boy. Oh boy.
Get ready. Get ready
Grab
for
them
it.
queens.
Then you add the gorgeous golden browns.
Gourmet queens.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna try to avoid. No, wait. I missed a step. Oh my goodness, this step.
Drain the queens. There you go.
Wow, that was close. That was close.
It would have been okay.
No, we would have died.
Drain the queens.
So we're gonna soak up some of this oil here.
Nice.
And
By the way,
still
Hector,
bring this
and
into-
Adam, I posted that we're doing this on the Heroes Reforged Instagram, and people are going crazy.
Really?
The
Perfect.
responses are excellent. So,
Perfect.
Beautiful, beautiful.
what about you, Adam? I mean, your mom
My
growing up?
My mom definitely cooked. I would say we would spend most of our time with my grandparents. And my grandma did a lot of cooking. So I mostly grew up eating Czech food.
Okay.
Oh,
We
that
didn't
sounds
really.
amazing.
We would go out. If we went out, we would eat a lot of like Mexican food because we'd like to go to Old Town, and we go to sushi or not sushi, but like Japanese restaurants.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat the sushi, but I get other stuff.
Yeah.
But mostly Czech food. That was
Yeah.
like the big thing. And my grandma's potato salad was like the big thing. The breaded
Grandma's
pork chops.
chicken salad.
The breaded pork chops were a big thing because we had that for Christmas. And then
Your grandma's Christmas cookies.
grandma's Christmas cookies are
Yeah,
pretty amazing.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. I brought you guys some
Yeah,
before.
I got some. Yeah.
And then she makes this dish called svíčková, which is like a beef. It's beef with bread dumplings and this like vegetable gravy sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably my favorite meal in the whole wide world. And I still haven't made it because I'm a little scared to ruin it
Yeah.
completely. So I want her to make it and I want to watch her do it and
Yeah.
then I'll try to mimic it. Because the recipes are always weird because everyone's recipe is different based on
Yeah, and grandmas don't measure anything.
Yeah.
So-
She just goes a little salt.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
bam.
true.
Okay, well
That's true.
She
I don't know
Emerald
what a little
Agassi's
salt
it.
means, but
She
all right.
Emerald Agassi's it. Yeah.
They were also asking about favorite like restaurant foods.
I mean, I love me a good like hole in the wall mom and pop burger. Not necessarily like restaurant, but like
Yeah.
I do love that. I love me like right now. I told you about this place, but High Life Burgers that I just found. It's
Yeah.
like this old Pasadena restaurant. That looks incredible, Hector.
Doesn't it though?
That looks so good.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that I overcooked the Weenies a little bit.
That's all good.
Okay.
Th-
extra
those
flavor.
those suckers cook fast.
Yeah,
you know?
they cook really fast.
You
These
gotta
eggs cook
babysit
pretty
them.
quick,
You gotta
too.
really be all
Especially
over.
if you have because this is what I used to do when I started cooking. I'd always have the heat too high.
Yeah,
Sure.
that
And
was my
and-
thing too.
And my instinct was never to lower the heat.
no.
It was always about just consistently cooking. So I would just be sitting there mixing shit
It's
like,
fuck,
a maniac.
I gotta go faster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then realizing, oh, you know what? Just turn it to a medium or a medium low.
That's all. So that's what
That's all
I've
you have to
noticed
do.
too in all my cooking. I used to cook everything on high.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, oh, medium works just
Yeah,
as good, and you don't
exactly.
burn your shit. And it's a little bit less pressure because it cooks like
Yeah.
on like easier. Basically.
Low and slow,
Yeah,
as
low
they
and slow
say.
is the best.
Low
way.
and
No. Get low. Get low, get low, get low, get low. To the window, to the wall.
What's another question?
Ernesto is asking, my girlfriend and I are visiting LA next week and wanted to know your favorite coffee places or restaurants in West LA. This is a good question for you guys.
Yeah.
Any recommendations on things to do in that area? P.S. What are each of your favorite movie scores?
Ooh.
Well, for Lord of the Rings is the best movie
Yeah.
score ever created, but
God, man. I don't know. That's such a tough question.
Okay.
I feel like I have to go Michael Giacchino's Star Trek 2009. Ooh, look how effing good that looks, though. It's like, am I making pancakes? What's happening? Hang on.
this
Hold
is
your
the-
horses.
He's
It's
so
coming.
excited right
It's
now.
coming.
only time when Hector was distracted by something else to talk about movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hector, before we started,
Wow.
Hector was
Wow.
like, Hector just wanted to go. He was
Yeah.
mortified about this whole experience. And now
Yeah.
look at him.
Now look at this.
Look at those weens.
That looks really good.
Boy, let me tell you what. I'm ready to feed about 5 people.
What?
Come and get it.
Are
So,
we
so, you
on
would
the
do,
ranch?
so you would do this again, is what you're saying.
Morning supper's ready. Cletus, get over here.
Get
Food's ready.
over
Let's
here.
go. Eat your supper. It's 10 in the morning.
Eat your breakfast supper.
I know what I said. Supper is any food at
Those are
any
good
time.
to go, my friend.
I
Probably killed
agree.
it.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Boom,
Did I
done.
turn it off? I think
Yeah,
I
I
did turn
think
it off.
you're good.
Okay,
You got it.
first time I've ever used this Coleman thing. This was wonderful.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
So next up is going to be the plating.
The plating. Okay.
we go.
let's
the
do it.
plating, please.
Here we go.
I don't know. Favorite score? That's really hard. I would say.
It's Lord of the Rings.
I would say.
You're right. It's Lord of the Rings.
no, how do you not go John Carpenter Halloween or John Williams Star Wars?
Well, that's
Yeah.
my two choices were John Carpenter Halloween or Star Wars. I think Star Wars has the most variety of sounds, whereas Halloween has the most simplistic and kind of repetitive, but it's very effective.
Yeah.
Very effective.
Sorry, so sorry. Yeah.
Fuck.
Right? Pretty good. John Carpenter's a genius. The way he makes it go.
He scores it like that.
Yeah.
That's what he does. he drags a pan across a
He did it
Coleman.
on the Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so West LA, coffee shops, restaurants.
You know what? West LA is really hit and miss. There's a lot of old good places. I don't know any good coffee shops out there that I've explored because I would always make coffee when I was living out there at home. But there is
I forgot the most important part.
Ketchup.
No. tortillas.
Aha.
Oh.
Indeed. Flour.
But this is always the part of the meal that, before we get back to West LA for a second, this is always the part of the meal that, like, for me, my parents would make something, serve it to us, and then they're back over here just like tortilla,
That's what
tortilla,
happens.
Just
tortilla.
Mom's just
like it becomes a
tossing it to
factory.
you like
It becomes a
Frisbees.
factory. So that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So keep telling us about food, West LA.
No, West LA. So West LA is very tricky because it's very like if you're not in the tourist center of Santa Monica, there's really not a lot of places to go. I mean, so one of my favorite places is on Westwood. It's called Sunin. It's Middle Eastern food. They have these bomb ass lemon potatoes.
I think that's where didn't they shoot Curb Your Enthusiasm there?
I think so.
Yeah, I've been
They did,
there.
Yeah,
Gentlemen, can you please pass these back?
indeed.
As well as, can you pass this back? That's for them. And ours is coming up next. Yours is coming up next, I should say.
Yeah,
The
Sunin is really good.
yeah.
There's also Emporium Thai,
Ooh.
which has some bomb ass chicken wings. And then there is
Adam, this is for you.
Cool, thanks, man.
give him the pen.
Wait, for real? Do you want it on the plate right now? Let's go.
Yeah, dude.
there
Let's
you go.
go.
Let's go, baby. Hey.
Perfect.
Okay.
Here, I'll put this.
I think I gave. Hang on, no. Give me more. Give me some back.
Don't burn
Oh
me.
shit! Carry
me
that
some
pen.
back.
It's hot.
Give me some back.
I don't need any more injuries in my life, okay?
Plaster.
I don't
Give
need
us
any more
your
injuries in
face
my
on.
life.
All right.
Don't put on there. It's gonna- Ow.
Careful, careful. This is for you. All right, that's me.
Did you really get burned?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hot,
of course.
dude.
Don't touch it. What are you
Well,
thinking?
I went like this and you put
I
it
was
on.
There you
hoping
go.
we would go without injury.
Get
and
some of
here we
that
go.
green sauce
Wait,
behind you.
I need ketchup.
Am I gonna eat this like this?
ketchup. Okay, you can do ketchup.
Right?
I
It's
don't even
Huevos
know.
con Weenie. You have to
It
have
is.
ketchup.
I don't even know if we have ketchup.
Oh, that's
the,
fine. I'll get some of the hot sauce then.
That
That's
is the
okay.
sad thing. Wait, no, yeah, we do. We have some delicious
Okay.
Primal Kitchen organic.
Interesting.
Unsweetened.
interesting.
Try
All
that
right, all
out.
right.
It might not be. It
Thank
probably
you.
doesn't have enough sugar in it for it to be good, because
Oh, it is unsweetened ketchup.
yeah. So I don't. So try it. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we've also got this hot sauce, and then we've also got some. Where is it? Where is it? What am I looking for?
Someone's gonna gift that.
I'm gonna just put a little bit on the side.
I think I ran out of my hot
Oi.
sauce that was called pineapple.
Oi.
It was a pineapple. It was very
Pineapple?
spicy.
try some of
Give
this
that a
ketchup.
try. For me though,
Oh, that's good. Oh, this primal ketchup is.
great. Primal ketchup
Really good,
working?
actually.
Okay, great.
I think I might be blocking the shot with this stuff.
Nah. No free advertising on our podcast
Yeah,
unless you want
I'm
to pay
gonna
us.
wait for the tortillas because
That is
that's kind of key.
that is key. That is key. That is key.
Oh,
wait,
Hector's
hold
going
on.
straight on
Hold
the
hold
grill, bro.
Straight on the flame, bro.
It's
Straight on
burning,
the
it's
flame.
burning,
Hector, don't burn the house down. We have one baby fire extinguisher.
You gotta grab at it.
Chinga su madre!
No mames! Wait, like that. You have to do that.
Oh my god. It's smoking. It's smoking.
This one is all messed up, so this one's gonna be for me. But I got a
Okay.
nice complete one coming up
Just
next.
heat up that pan and use.
No,
the pan.
dude, I don't do pan. I do it
No,
like that.
I like this technique better.
There you go. Here's the other thing.
It's a little bit of like
When I was a kid, corn tortillas are great, but I prefer flour for these kinds of meals. When I was a kid, I used to call them tortillas with
Keep an eye on
spots.
that tortilla.
Tortillas with spots. I got it. Don't worry.
Is the flame even on?
Yeah, man. What did we say earlier? Low.
Low
Get
and
low.
that's
true,
get
that's
low,
true,
low,
that's
low,
very
to the
true.
window.
That's how you do it. That's how you do
To the
it.
fire
To
extinguisher.
the fire
To
extinguisher.
the stove.
To the stove.
So we call the fire department. Okay. How are we doing back there? How's everything? I'll take it.
Excellent,
Very
excellent.
nice.
That's the
They
best
know-
compliment.
I mean,
you
look,
can
I
get.
know they're on camera.
I
They know
don't
they're
think
on camera.
I don't think breakfast.
I got it.
I don't think
Relax.
breakfast needs to be pretentious. I don't think breakfast needs to be complicated. I think this is a perfect breakfast.
You're sweating,
So I
bro.
shouldn't make eggs Benedict?
Here.
No, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it can't be. I'm saying that it doesn't need to be.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's true. You can do something like really, really simple and not make
Yeah.
it really complicated.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly,
It's hot.
like I
Careful.
love just having like smoked salmon on
Yeah,
a piece of bread.
like a
little bit.
lox
Yeah.
bagel, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
god,
good. And that's not complicated. It's all prepackaged.
Yeah.
You just throw it on there and you're good to go.
lox bagel with a thick layer of cream cheese.
Thick.
Fucking New York thick layer of cream cheese.
I'm trying to use up all these tortillas today. This is like a pack of
Go
24.
to town, bro. I'm gonna wait until we get like 3 more. Hector, use tongs, bro.
Oh God.
Grab your, open a window.
That one's too burnt. Let me.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There you
There's
go.
nothing worse than the smell of burnt tortillas or burnt beans.
Perfect.
I don't know if you've ever burnt beans in your house. That's the worst.
I'm gonna throw this one away.
Yeah, that one's bad.
Inedible. Yeah. I gotta stay over there, but real
Yeah,
quick.
you gotta say, don't eat
Yeah.
this. Eat up like 4 or 5
Yeah.
more of them,
There
and then
you
you're
go.
good to go.
You know what my mistake was? Is that burners have different powers.
Oh, yeah.
And I forgot that
That one has eagle powers.
that one has eagle powers. The bottom left is always like the most powerful.
And the other ones need their
So this
vitamins.
one was kind of, they were both like at medium, but this one was like on fire.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's right. That one has power. So
That's another question from Sinclair Dino. Can't wait to see the cooking special. What are some nostalgic meals or dishes from your childhood? My mom fed my brothers and I a type of crepe called palachinka. Oh, they must be Czech or
Czech,
Slovakian.
yeah.
Funnily enough, I later found out she adjusted the recipe to make them more nutritious, but by then we were already trained to crave them. Your content is amazing and always shines bright on those dark days. Thanks so much.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, you're looking at it. This is what this first cooking special is.
Yeah. For me, it's a meal that now as an adult you can make every day, but every
Ice cream soup.
no what? That's what happens to my tummy later.
Yeah.
My grandpa, like one Sunday a month, he would be in charge of making breakfast, and it would be eggs, bacon, toast. You know, like the very traditional American breakfast that we didn't normally have that often, but he would make it once a month on a Sunday because he'd be off from work, and it was.
oh my gosh. You ready to get down on that?
Yeah.
Here. Get going with these two.
There you go.
Can you
There you go.
scooch this over to this side?
No, but because that's going to block the camera. But
Oh, is it?
over Here, yeah.
I see. You're fine. You're fine.
Wee.
Get that going because we got to get to dessert.
Oh, dang! You made a full 4-course meal.
He
here?
said it was going to be 3-course meal.
Oh,
You guys get tortillas? You guys
is it 3 courses? Is that what
we
we're
go.
at right now?
Sorry, that's one shitty tortilla. Sorry.
grab that one. Hurry. I mean, this is the best way to eat it. A nice tortilla.
Needs another one.
I'm into it.
Needs
I'm
another
into
one.
it.
Let's go.
Just bring it. Just bring it.
That's the other thing Mexican parents do is they don't even like, they sometimes don't even have a plate. They're just like,
They just throw them. They throw them like frisbees.
okay,
okay.
pass this one back. Pass this one back. It's warm and delicious.
Lemon Eater, I was asking, Hector, you're crushing it. I know the Czechxicans have your back. My question is favorite food scene or work of art? It can be any media. Mine is Big Night because of the way it transforms a workday group of people into a sensual and truthful community. Like for me, it's Chef.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And there's not one particular scene. Literally that whole movie.
Yeah.
I could watch that movie anytime, anywhere,
Have you
anyplace.
have you ever listened to the Smart Less podcast with Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean
Oh,
Hayes?
no, I haven't.
They did an episode with Favreau, and you got to listen to the whole thing because he talks about how even after Iron Man, he was obviously successful in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But then he followed up Iron Man, I think, with Iron Man 2, and then after that, he did Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah.
And he was like, that did not do well.
Right.
And when your movie does not do well, Hollywood doesn't like that. So he was like, so I was kind of back in the gutter. And I'm like, you made Iron Man. And people are like, well, what's the last movie you made?
Yeah.
And he said that Chef was the thing that got him back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a
Yeah,
banger.
him and Roy Choi did an amazing job. Well, Roy Choi did an amazing job teaching him. And then Jon Favreau did an amazing job
Putting
like
that
really
experience.
absorbing all of that.
Yeah, putting
and,
that experience on film.
Yeah, and really capturing, like, just him making the grilled cheese is like one of the most
Sensual.
sensual things I've ever seen.
Is that the right word?
And it got me to cook. That's the movie that got me to start cooking.
Wow.
Interesting. So you didn't cook before that?
If you ever met
Not
Favreau,
really?
No.
you should say that. That should be your in. I mean, there's
Yeah.
so many things to say to somebody like Jon Favreau,
Yeah.
who is like a modern day George Lucas, and especially when it comes to the tech.
Before that, I think the only thing I really cooked was just like eggs and cereal
Send these back. Send these back.
and like boxed mac and cheese.
Yeah. I'll just eat a tortilla straight up,
Our
like by
studio
itself.
audience.
Well,
The
we'll
back
just
is
leave it
done.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
My favorite food scene in a movie is in the movie Spanglish, where Adam Sandler plays a famous 4-star chef who lives in Los Angeles with his family. He is downstairs by himself in the kitchen, and he makes the most incredible sandwich that's got like a runny egg on it, and it looks so gorgeous. And that's when the other character in the movie comes down and like
Yeah.
starts to begin talking to him, and he's like, "I just want a sandwich," like he does his typical Sandler thing.
Yeah.
But
Would you ever want to make that meal?
yeah, oh, most definitely.
Give me that one. Give me that one.
It's too hot. It's very hot. kitchen safety, I'm gonna turn these off.
Yeah, that's time. Okay, we're good on tortillas.
What a day.
What a day.
You're doing
What
great.
a day.
Thanks. This
You're
is
doing really
this has
great.
been kind
Are
of
you
a
having
shit show,
fun?
but
Are you having
it's
fun? Are you legitimately having fun?
Of course.
What was the thing that had you the most stressed right before we started filming?
Oh, I don't know. I guess maybe I've never used this.
Yeah.
And the thing that had me most concerned was I've been making this practice meal with 2 eggs at a time. 2 eggs and like 1 hot dog cut up.
The quantities.
The quantity, all of a sudden I knew I was gonna have like 10 eggs. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm feeding 5 people, myself included. That's 10
Yeah,
eggs.
yeah.
And I knew it was gonna be this big pile of orange goo. And I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna fit/work. And then you saw the magic. As soon as it started going and I was able to like get in there and flip a little of it and it's nice and golden brown, you were like, oh, that's looking good. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh, bro. Hell yeah, bro.
Ooh, this is a good question from Esmond Chong. Super excited for a cooking special. Good luck, Hector. You're going to crush it. As for a question, do you guys have a favorite animated depiction of food or cooking?
It's the famous
Example
Studio Ghibli
given,
ones.
watching the Garfield cartoon as a kid always had me craving lasagna.
Oh,
That's a
I
good one.
remember one of my first core memories was the cartoon Chip and Dale. Not Chip and Dale. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Theodore was eating the slice of American cheese. The way he was eating it and the sound effect that they use on it, I was like, holy shit, I need a slice of American cheese right now. And that's what, so now like, from time to time, if I have a slice of American cheese in the fridge, I'll just munch on just a single slice of American cheese because of that cartoon.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I'm sure Homer's Many, Many Donuts. You love donuts.
I honestly don't know if I have one. I don't know. Well, I guess maybe like Ratatouille would be something, but that's the first thing that comes to mind.
And basically every Studio Ghibli movie has like this amazing cooking
Yeah,
sequence.
that's true. That's
Absolutely.
With like egg udon, like noodles, and it looks amazing the way they animate
Fully
noodles.
animated, like animated on
Steam.
one, steam, just like everything.
Did you say animated on one?
Yep, animated on one.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Anybody want a solo tortilla by itself? No, you're good. You're good. You're
Do
good.
you ever do butter tortillas, Hector?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
what
do.
they
Philadelphia cream cheese tortillas, homie.
Oh, damn.
That's unhealthy to the next level. Not just butter, not just jelly or jam. Philly cream cheese. Right now, I'm demonstrating something very important. I'm eating this Hector style, which is standing above a trash can.
That's right.
So the crumblies.
We
don't
took a
make mess.
picture of that. That's on our social media, officially documented.
Okay, we're just waiting for Augustine to finish scarfing that down. Take your time,
mean,
enjoy it.
Do we got more
We got
questions,
dessert
Adam?
coming.
So many. Andrew Coleman says, please don't make Tex-Mex, Hector. Make some yummy home cooking so I can borrow your recipes since I adore cooking and would love to learn how to make Mexican dishes. All I know how to cook are regional Chinese, Japanese, and Korean due to how I grew up. I definitely would like to...
Also, that sounds awesome. That all I know how to do is amazing food.
Yeah, I know,
Well, I
right?
was about to say, like, I would love to learn how to make, like, a variety of dishes from so many different places.
Yeah.
Like, we made pad thai. It turned out pretty damn good. But I think that's, like, the most exploring I think I've done. I made, like, a bibimbap bowl, but it was just, like, some Korean barbecue, or, some beef that was, like, marinated with rice and some veggies and stuff. It was really, I thought it was really good. Sometimes I'm also, are you guys like this? That you're your harshest critic when it comes to cooking?
I mean, he's obviously very harsh. I feel like I generally have a good handle on cooking. I think everything that I make is delicious.
It is.
But that's just me, though.
Damn,
true.
That's
I need
just
to have
me.
that confidence.
Ah.
Every time I make something, I'm always like, nah, not seasoned enough, or it's missing something, or I don't know.
You're like, not enough, not enough.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everybody else is like, it's actually really good. I'm like, are you lying? Are you being honest? Are you just trying to make me feel better? What's happening? Are you
we
making
having-
ice cream? What are you doing?
Are we having chocomil?
Chocomil? I didn't even check to see if all of our guests were lactose intolerant or if they wanted that. You do not have to have this, but I'm serving it for everybody. Augustine, how's your meal?
I'm
Excellent.
actually very full at this point.
You're very full?
Very excellent.
You sure about that?
Oh, yes.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Yes.
You sure about that?
I'm so glad we did this. This is the best. This is the best.
Hector, I've
Milk's
been
favorite
craving
cookie.
Oreos
Woo! I
for
got
like
you,
the
boy.
past 3 weeks, dude.
I got you.
You have no idea. Were you in my head? Like, what's going on here?
I have genetically engineered this meal to make it so that my friends are impressed. So, okay, so everybody get your leche. That's for you. That's
Okay.
for you. And if you could pass these back, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And if you could pass, let's see here.
If you could pass 4.
12.
Oh my God.
Pass those back. That's 3 and 3. We're gonna start with 3 each, and we'll go from there.
Okay, this is very telling of somebody's personality.
And
let's see dunking
poorness.
styles. Let's see dunking styles. Who does what?
Two bros and brews.
Bros and brews. Bros and breakfast.
Bros and breakfast. I got you guys a good dunkable glasses. I ran out, so
I don't dunk. I don't dunk at all.
I like half of it being soft and the other half being
Here's
hard.
my technique.
I go the way. I get my fingers dipped.
Here's my technique because I love to feel the texture change. In the mouth.
I bet you do.
And then the milk. Oh my God. We're just straight up changing the game right here. This is also
This is my happy place.
classic way to go right here. Processed foods.
This is happiness right here. Morgan Bilbao's asking, what's the most amount of time or effort each of you have put into either making a meal or obtaining one?
This.
Why did you do it and was it worth it?
Then once the cream is gone,
Yeah. That's a good
dip
technique.
it, dip it, and flip it.
Dip it and flip it. I once, with Keller, made an 18-hour brisket on the smoker,
Jesus.
and it came out fucking incredible. He made he made beans, obviously. He's a big bean guy. He made this delicious slaw. He made all this other stuff, but I was in charge of the grill. And yeah, I'm really impressed with that one. I was super intimidated because I did another one and I completely fucked it up. It came out dry, it was gross, and brisket's expensive, so I was like, fuck, I can't mess this up. This one's gotta be good. But having the affirming Keller nearby, I think made it better.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, Adam, when you're editing this, mute all of my eating and gulping noises, because that was pretty gross. Obviously, it's like bearing his soul, and I'm like, yeah, color. There's nothing nastier than listening to people drink milk, so please, please
Apparently,
minimize that.
what do? I gulp?
Let me hear it. Let me see it. Let me hear it.
That
know what I-
Mike's
you know what I
definitely
s-
picking up them gulps.
Ugh. You know what's the worst too is I still have this memory when I was a kid of drinking milk or having cookies or something with my friend, and my friend had a mouthful of milk, and then he was kind of like holding it in his mouth, and I could see a white line of milk across his lips. That's nasty. I stopped being his friend. I was like, your lips are gross. I'm gonna go play Nintendo 64.
They're nasty.
I'm having a fourth one, folks. That's the meal.
You did great. It only took you like an hour to do all of that. That's good. Considering that you never cook. Because I know how people are. People are like, well, that was a really easy meal. I'm like, yeah, but if you never cook.
That's not the point.
Yeah. The point is you did it while interacting with us,
Yeah,
you know.
talking about stuff. I did
Cooking
have
for more people than
You
normal.
intended to, yeah.
And I did have some timing issues. I mean, you guys could see this tortilla, that tortilla, but also the weenies were super overcooked, too burnt.
No, they were great.
But it was all about figuring out the timing. And I know that one element within cooking is once you continue to practice, you begin to know,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to do the eggs now and then throw the wieners on there.
Right.
And then, and that applies
It's
to...
all timing.
It's all timing, practice.
And it's all monitoring the temperature of everything.
And I made sure to get a meal that was personally special to me that you called it because I've talked about this kind of home cooked thing,
Yeah.
and something that was easy to do and hard to mess up, and that I knew would not take that time. When you're asking me, you're like, can you do this in an hour and a half? I was like, easy. I'm like, I need to think of more stuff to add because I was done so early.
Oh, I see.
That I went, okay, little toast, little cereal. That's what made me think of the
Yeah.
Little Oreos.
different courses, little Oreos at the end. Like,
But I think it
there
made
you go.
I think
Everybody
it made
nice
it
and full.
more fun because
Yeah.
we could eat, we could talk, you could cook, we could eat again and
And
talk.
you guys weren't sitting there waiting for me
Yeah.
to do the main thing. It was like you had your cereal, you had your,
So
Those strawberries really worked on the cereal.
Those
too.
are
Dude, they
good.
really did. They really did. They really. I mean, I was thoroughly impressed. Wait,
Yeah.
do we still have more questions? Do we still want to answer more stuff? Or
There's
do
a
we
couple
wanna-
more.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
But I do have a
those.
question for you.
Yeah, go
On a
for it.
scale of 1 to 10, what's the likelihood that you would want to do this again?
Well, it depends. Do you mean just like cooking in life? It's a 10. I'll cook again. To do like another filmed one, give me some time. Because I would want to not do the same thing again. I'd want to
sure.
practice up another thing or whatever. But yeah, so I guess for like a film thing, maybe like a 5. I'm ready to just go watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay? Don't ask me about the next cooking meal challenge. Like, I don't want to do
This
that.
took a lot. This
Here,
took a
would
lot.
you like another Oreo?
No,
do you want to pass
I do,
that
but
on?
I don't want. No,
Pass them on.
Tracy,
Pass them
Dr.
on.
Tracy Smith is asking, what are your favorite traditional Mexican dishes or meals? For me, it's homemade tamales. One of my friends owns her family's restaurant, and I dream of the tamales I used to eat with them while growing up.
Tamales are classic.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely
I used
classic.
to not like them as a kid, and now I like them.
Now, yeah,
They're great.
they're good. For me, pozole. Like, that's my meal. My sister makes the best one I've ever had, and I've tried it all over the place, and I think I'm spoiled by her pozole. So I can't really eat it anywhere else besides holiday times over at home.
I don't know if I have a favorite, but as long as there is red rice and beans in the meal, that's always my favorite element of a good Mexican meal.
Yeah.
Going to a Mexican restaurant. Does this come with rice and beans? Great, I'll get it. And even if the main thing's not good, I'm like, I'm fine. I have rice and beans. You gonna finish those rice and beans? Let me get those rice and
I
beans.
squirt lemon all over my rice, too.
Oh, ooh, that's good. Lemon or lime? Lemon?
Lime. Well, the green ones.
Lime?
Lime. I mean,
So
in Spanish,
good.
they're both limones, so it doesn't
Limones,
matter.
delicious.
Yeah. I discovered mole like 6 years ago.
So good.
And that,
Don't you like chilaquitas, too?
oh yeah,
Oh, bomb.
chilaquitas are amazing.
That's another one of my
But
favorite. Yeah.
it is very dependent on where you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been to a couple places where I've gotten in, and it just feels kind of like you can tell that it's not made with love. But then we have the place by our house that we went to,
Yeah.
and those chilaquilas are amazing.
Whew,
awesome.
Everything at that place is amazing.
Yeah.
Great
So-
cheese.
so good.
I love a nice
So good.
red
Yeah.
chilaquiles. Yeah. That was
Thanks
great.
for cooking for us.
That's
You
it.
did it.
Go.
Knocked it out of the
You
park.
did
Go,
it.
team
You did
Heroes
it.
Reforged.
I'm very proud of you, Hector.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Next Guardians movie is all about homies, and I feel like we're the
All
Guardians.
about family.
I feel like we're the Guardians of the Galaxy of YouTube. So
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
I felt very taken care of by you guys. You guys were always making sure. And if I came across too nervous, I super apologize. I was obviously very
you
anxious.
were very nervous.
I was obviously
You
very
were a little bit
anxious.
nervous in the beginning, but I
Yeah.
think once we started, you were fine.
Yeah.
That was my whole thinking. That was my, it's the anticipation of the thing is worse than actually being in the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be able to be in the thing and to take this moment and also to say thanks to anybody who watched any of our videos and who encouraged our fun stuff like this. Because I can't remember when and where this came up or if this was a Patreon goal. Was that what it was?
I think we had a conversation on Czechxicans about cooking.
Yeah.
And
we're like, we should make one of these Czechxicans, the cooking special.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But also, remember, it was the Chris
Chris
Community
Community,
Cookbook.
yeah.
Absolutely.
The
Which is great. I have it over
Communities,
there.
Yeah, they sent us.
Beautiful.
They
I'll go
sent
grab
us the
it.
cookbook.
Watch,
Yeah,
yeah.
go grab the cookbook. So we got to give it up to the Chris Community.
Yeah, they're really the ones who like initiated a lot of this.
They were very kind. They actually came to us. They sent us this beautiful care package, and they sent us this cookbook. And we were like, "This is perfect, Hector. Like, you should cook something from here." There you go. And
These
so
are
this
too
kind
nice.
of-
These recipes are too, I looked through them all, I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't, but thank you. Not for my beginner one. Let me do
Yeah.
this very easier
Yeah.
one, but
Yeah, but I think that's where the conversation spawned from. Was like, oh, what if we just did like a cooking special?
Yeah.
And then I think we kind of delayed it for a while, only because I think Hector needed the time to kind of build up maybe like
samosas, baby.
the I don't want to maybe not the confidence, but just
Courage.
the courage.
Courage.
knowing all the details and
Yeah.
everything too, yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that if this does well, I would be down to continue it with Adam and I taking turns, rotating us three, and like us each cooking something that we either like or are excited to cook or want to cook for our friends or like
Yeah.
whatever.
Exactly. But if you're watching this on YouTube and you would like to support us, go over to the Patreon to check that out because that's the easiest way for us to know this was successful. You'd like to see it again, and then also tell your friends.
Tell everyone.
We got to give a shout out to the patrons who ask questions.
Yes, thank you guys so much for
being
submitting questions.
enthusiastic.
It's really I love that we like made that a part of our conversation.
Yeah.
Because I think it also teaches a lot about our audience to us.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice way to engage.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
maybe if we get ballsy enough, one day we can do this live.
Oh shit. Oh man.
His anxiety levels just
I would die. Thank you to our live studio audience as well. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for coming.
Hope you're fed.
Yeah. As soon as we yell cut, they're gonna be like, we have to go to diner.
Yeah,
we have to
like,
go
I need
get
to
some
Imodium
food.
quickly.
I need to poop immediately.
Sorry.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know in the comments if you enjoyed this. Check out our Patreon, like Hector said. Check out the Czechxicans podcast.
touch it.
I will absolutely not be touching that with my lips or my fingers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.